Welcome to what is a very popular webinar, Optimising MBD in Challenging Times. I think we've had over 100 sign-ups, so hopefully we'll get there'll be a good, strong audience for today. I'm Keith Hardy. I'm the Regional Director of the London Committee. I'm a consultant in marketing and BD who works with Magic Circle firms and medium-sized law firms, support them both on driving improvements to marketing and BD, but also on innovation and driving innovation and building up markets for new businesses. And alongside that, I'm the head of international development for the PM Forum. How do we need to change our MBD strategies to look at to kind of reap the opportunities that are there? And I guess, Adam, should we start with you on that question and just ask you kind of what are your thoughts on that big challenge for us?
Yeah, look, I don't think we're dealing with anything new here. In fact, I would say that abnormal is the new normal. And if you look back, I think this all kind of started with the global financial crisis, which now seems like yesterday, but actually a very long time ago. It's coming up to 15 years ago. And I think firms have gone through a number of learning curves, given the kind of changes in the world and the market. More and more black swan events seem to happen every year, every couple of years. So I think in a way, we've had plenty of time to practice for this. And there were some firms, I think, around the time of the global financial crisis that really pivoted very, very well, very agile. And there were some that were slow off the mark. And I think what's happened is as we get more and more of these big market changing events.
Lucas, is that kind of optimistic view? Is that how you see it as well? Is that and that issue around uncertainty as well, which Adam's talking about, is that the thing that's on your mind the most?
I think so, yes. I mean, I agree with everything that Adam said around agility and uncertainty. What I wanted to add into the mix is that in these periods of uncertainty and the abnormal becoming the new normal, there's perhaps even more of a tendency on behalf of partners to want to spread themselves very thinly in sort of marketing and BD terms. And what we're very much focusing on here is obviously client relationships, particularly in these uncertain times, protecting, nurturing your client relationships is more important than ever, which in a sense means that we don't set out to do marketing and BD any different than we did previously. It's just even more important to bring that focus to marketing and BD activity.
Darren, I guess a lot of your clients, when you start working with them, are looking at those kind of longer term initiatives that are really trying to change the way in which business development and marketing are done within a firm and the way in which you listen to and build relationships. Are you finding firms more cautious, more difficult to kind of, managing those conversations, or are you finding them thinking about the long term?
No, I think most of them, or many of them, are certainly the more successful ones are, I think, doing what Adam is suggesting that they have been doing, and that is to maintain strategic direction. Even sometimes if that's in the teeth of an apparent gale, I think it's important to maintain strategic direction, unless your strategy is completely wrong and your gearing is completely off and you're fully transactional and you haven't got the right balance. But providing you've got a degree of balance, it's important to maintain strategic direction and not be sent off course. That's not to say that